Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. There are two approaches to attain freedom from body identification. One approach is indicated Udgachanti Taridrupam Pratichakram Kramat Kramam Urdhvam Mushtitrayam Yavat Tavadante Mahodaya. In the sixth Dharana it is said, when we are focusing our attention on the inner potentiality called as Kundalini Shakti, so Kramar, step by step. This is the Prana Kundalini, wherein they suggest you take the breath inside and hit it on the Mooladhara. Everything is in mind. Mooladhara Chakra is not a structure, it is only functional. Like mind is not a structure, is only function. Like the light is not a structure, it's a function. Similarly, these chakras, they are the functional points in the mind. So, first they hit this Mooladhara Chakra with the Prana Shakti. And how it is hit? Take the breath inside and hold it and focus it, press it as if on the Mooladhara. Don't do this. Then, as a result, the Kundalini, which is supposed to be 3.5 coils in the Mooladhara, she gets teased. And after she is teased, slowly she starts rising above. Then comes to the Swadhisthana Chakra. So after it has come over there, then again you start hitting with the Kumbhaka, and then from there she starts getting more irritated and starts rising above. And comes to the Manipur Chakra. And now she is very hungry, wants to eat something. So the mouth is up and the remaining body is very lower. And thus it starts as if crawling our head upward and ultimately eating everything. Eating everything means one by one things are dropped. Body identification is dropped, then the desires are dropped, the greed is dropped, the mind is quietened. Then comes to the Vishuddha Chakra, and there the experiences of different kinds in the form of siddhis, they start appearing. And then from there, if the sadhana continues, comes up to the Agnya Chakra, and from there, through the 6-7 stages, Chandradhika, Nirodhika, etc., comes and ultimately goes beyond. This is what is mentioned here. Urdhvam Mushtitrayam Yavat. Then she rises up to the 12 fingers. And beyond that, total merge in the Absolute. This is the Prana Kundalini, but should not be done unless you are with a teacher who is well versed in this. Otherwise, people get caught up. This is how one gets out of the body identification. The second one, which I told you yesterday, is because everything is in the mind, so why not do it directly by the mind? Therefore, we start understanding. Mooladhara means body identification. Swadhisthana means desire. Manipur means greed. So as long as we consider ourselves to be the body, desires can never stop. And desires can never have an end, that it becomes the greed. So, according to this Jnana Kundalini, what is required to be done is that lesser and lesser importance is given to the worldly objects, to that extent our body identification is reduced. This is how this Jnana Kundalini is easier for those who are, there are two words. One is Krutopasti and second is Akrutopasti. Krutopasti means those who have done Upasana. Kruta Upasana, Krutopasti. And Akrutopasti, those who have not done Upasana. Who are they? All of us. See? So, Shuhe Kake Billi Hachali. We have never done all that. So, for us, this is the path of inquiry, path of knowledge. So, we start from the Mooladhara, start playing what it is like being other than the body. Then, desire fulfillment, Swadhisthana. When desire is fulfilled, exactly what happens? The mind is quietened. So then we start keeping the mind cool, not giving any importance to anything or anybody. To whatever we have given importance, that is the source of disturbance. Don't give importance to anything, you are at peace. Then we go beyond Manipur, the greed. So greed is that people don't understand. This is for their benefit I am telling. Don't worry about the world. Take care of yourself. Many people, when they get on this path, they want to improve the society. And they start from their own home. They start telling children, they don't listen to me. What should I do? Did you listen to your father? No. That is in your genes. They will not listen to you. Then we come to the Anahat Chakra. When we come to Anahat Chakra, then a real seeker is born. And here we start working on this Anahat Chakra, wherein we come to know that the objects are many, but the subject is one. More the objects entertain, stronger is the subject. Lesser the objects entertain, weaker is the subject. And zero object entertained, there is a subject without objectivity. That means thought-free I. Vritti-rahit aham. That is what is called as the Vishuddha Chakra. So now we are come to discover as being the self and not the body, etc. Now after having come to this point, then if we don't get caught up in the siddhis, then we go to the next stage. Is it that there is one per body or the one expressing through all the bodies? Is there one light per bulb or only one electricity expressing through all the bulbs as light? This inquiry begins. And then from the Atma Khyati we graduate and come to the Agya Chakra, where Aham Brahmasmi, knowledge, experience has to happen. Hereafter, the Lord takes over. We don't have to do anything. This is the way, slowly and steadily, Urdhva Mushtitrayam Yavat, the one goes beyond the limitations of these Panchakoshas and is established in the self. Thereafter, such a master starts functioning through the body, but no more living as the body. Up to here we have seen. Now in the seventh dharana, kramadvadashakam samyak dvadashakshara bheditam sthula sukshma paristitya muktva muktvan tataha shivaha. There are 12 swara and vyanjana. These are vyanjana, consonants. And the swara, they are a, a, e, u, a, I, o, ah. There are 12 of them. So here this is mentioned. Krama dvadashakam samyak dvadashakshara bheditam. So there are 12 points. Like there are 7 chakras, similarly According to Yoga Shastra, there are 12 points. So with each letter, one has to slowly graduate. Now see, this rule is like this, common rule for everything. In Mandukya Karika, this thought comes. See, when we see some pictures, maybe of a computer or some gadget, or in the school children books, there they are shown. Now the children are taught what is the body. So they draw a picture of the body. And then the arrows are drawn and the name is given. One arrow, this is head. Second arrow, this is EYE, eye. The third arrow, this is the nose. So two things are there. One is the name, second is the form. So we get a proper support. Suppose without any form, without any object, if you start telling the children, see, there is a head, and then on that head there is a forehead, and then there is the nose and the eyes and ears, he will simply blank. What are you talking? I don't understand. Then we draw a picture. Same way here. Name and form together constitute the world. World is not only that. The world includes us also. We are included in the world. So if name and form, nama rupatmakam jagat, if name and form is the world, then the forms are objective and the name is within us, subjective. See? And both of them, the name and the form, are illuminated by one common factor. So the same reality illuminates the form and the same reality illuminates the name. In this manner, we come to discover that I, along with the mind and objective world, are supported by the same reality. This is the technique. Therefore, here, Krama Dvadashakam Samyak Dvadashakshara Bheditam, the secret of this. So instead of having secret in knowledge, they will be doing like I told you, going one step by step. So there are 12 points. And Sthula Sukshma Paristhitya. So first gross, Muladhar gross. Swadhishtam little subtle. Then Manipur little subtle. Then Anad still subtler. So like that, from the gross to the subtle. Now gross to the subtle, if you take these points, you will struggle. We'll tell you some simpler technique. It's very simple technique. Technique is, effects are gross, cause is subtle. Simple rule. You get a pain in your back, effect. Cause, because you were sitting too long. Do some exercise. So, the journey is from the effect to the cause. Now apply this. Colors and forms, effect. For whom are the colors and forms? Those who have got a vision. Those who do not have vision, for them colors forms don't exist. So from the object, come to the sense organs. From the sense organs, they are effects, mind is the cause. From the sense organs, come to the mind. Now mind is gross, intellect is subtle. Why? Because mind is only like this, like no logic, no reason. Intellect is beyond likes and dislike. What is right and what is wrong is the field of intellect. So intellect becomes the cause, then mind becomes the effect. In this manner, this journey is said here, Sthula Sukshma Paristhitya. So in this manner, slowly we start from the gross and start migrating to the subtle. And Antataha Shivaha. And then ultimately you come back to your divine self. Water is subtle, ocean is gross. Waves, ocean is subtle, waves are gross. So if we have to know the water, what we have to do? First of all, drop the waves, come to the ocean. Drop the ocean, then you don't have to come to the water, you are already there. So all the spiritual practice is a migration, a journey from the periphery to the center. Periphery is objective and center is the subject. And which subject? It is an objectless subject. Be attentive. Sound you are hearing. So this sound that you heard, you the hearer were the subject, sound was the object. Now, between the two sounds there is a silence. So these two sounds you have heard because you also recognize the absence of sound in between. Therefore, who are you? You are supporting both the presence and absence of sound. Therefore, who are you? You are beyond presence and absence. In the words of J. Krishnamurti, objectless awareness. Here, there is only experience, but neither there is an object of experience nor there is an experiencer who is created with every experience. No. When I am functioning through the ears, I become the hearer. When I function through the eyes, I become the seer. So with some kind of conditioning, every time I am born, hearer, smeller, taster, walker, etc. But when all the conditionings are dropped, I am still there. So this objectless awareness is brought over here. So, antataha shivaha. So we are slowly able to drop. It is here the Vairagya comes into play. We know two extremes, Raga or the Dvesha. Vairagya is going beyond Raga Dvesha. We know only that silence which is against the sounds. The real silence is beyond the sound and the silence. In this manner, slowly, we become very subtle in our understanding and perceptions. Presently, what happens? Any experience that happens, immediately an experiencer is created. We see a flower. Immediately experiencer is created. Oh, beautiful flower. So how the experiencer is created? When we interact with anything in life. Now when we thus become extremely subtle about this, then we come to discover one day by divine grace, waking comes and goes. With the body identification, waker is born. Then that we drop. Then we come to the modifications of the mind as an object of identification. Then the dream comes, dreamer is born. Then the deep sleeper is born. Then the samadhi person is born. So there are 4 births. With every identification, a new birth takes place. But behind all of them, there is one common factor. See? Like through the eyes, a seer is born. Through the nose, a smeller is born. When all the faculties are closed, the one who was born as many is the same. Therefore, experience without the experiencer. स्थूल सूक्ष्म परिस्थित्या मुक्त्वात् अंततः शिवः. In short, we are able to drop the gross world, then the experiences of the gross world, then the experiencer of the world. All the three things are dropped. Then what remains is the experience without experiencer. This was the seventh dharana. Now in the eighth. Taya puryasha murdhantam bhangtva bhrukshep setuna nirvikalpam manakritva sarvordve surgodama. Now here, Taya puryasha murdhantam bhangtva bhrukshep setuna nirvikalpam manakritva. Sit quiet, bring your self within and remain aware between the Bhrumadhya and the Sahasrara. But while this is happening, don't force. This can be done by practice. The earlier practice is necessary for that. And that practice is, we train our mind to be somewhere without efforts. Like what? Now I am talking to you. Now if you are hearing normally, you don't have to do any special effort to come to the ear and hear what I am talking. It is naturally happening. So wherever there is effortlessness, we are natural, we are normal. Wherever there are efforts involved, we are not normal. So we have to put efforts. In the same manner, when we practice this under force, many people do this. They will be sitting and focusing and slowly they get headache. And headache never goes there. Instead of that, we have to let it happen slowly and steadily. So first, start from your spiritual heart. Don't go directly over here. So when you are sitting quiet, simply be aware that your attention is only on the spiritual heart. Bringing the attention on the spiritual heart is natural, because it is here I is born. The spiritual heart is a place where the sense of I is born. So first of all, we practice this, that the mind is brought to here and let it remain for a longer period of time. No object and no concept of time. If you bring object and concept of time, you are lost in Patanjali's Dharana Samadhi. We are not doing that. We simply remain aware of this. Doesn't matter how long, but without any objective presence. When this becomes perfect, then we remain aware of our throat. No efforts. If there are efforts, there will be some kind of accumulation of the energy and you start getting some kind of tickling. No. Then from there we come to the Bhumadhya, this Agya Chakra. When it is not done this way systematically, do you know what happens? Take an example. If there is a cloth and some thread is loose, and if the thread is not cut inside the cloth and you forcibly pull that thread out, what will happen? There will be a kind of accumulation of the cloth in that particular place. It will become congested, very wrinkles, because it is still holding on to the other end. But if you cut the other end of the thread and pull it, it will easily come out without damaging the cloth. Exactly the same way, our prana shakti is totally permeating the whole body, and we have not practiced the earlier things like freedom from body identification, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, Anahata, and this Vishuddha. We have not cut our attention from them. You are still holding on to that. And then you bring over here in the Agya Chakra and do it forcibly. So what will happen? All these energy channels, they become clogged, compressed, and then all abnormalities start happening. So either you get headache, or you start seeing all funny things. Do not do that. Therefore, here the teacher is telling that Taya Puryasha Murdhantam Manktva Vrukshepa Setuna, then Nirvikalpam Manakrutva. So what is the meaning therefore that we have brought our attention, our mind in the Bhumadhya and Sahasrara? Only one thing. You are free from thoughts. Now it is easier for me to say free from thoughts and easier for the mantra to say Nirvikalpam Manakrutva. But it doesn't happen, Maharaj. Kya kare? For this, these two techniques we told. Technique 1, before you talk to anybody on any topic, ask a question. Is it necessary to talk? First, you have to control your unwanted involvement in this world. It is very important. Get too much involved. And how do we get involved? We have comment on everything in this world. And the comment is so intense that we can't drop thereafter. Then how to live in this world? As you are listening to me now. Same technique. How many Mahatmas we have heard? Did it make any difference? No. Exactly the same way. Don't get intensely involved in this world. Be light. Then the second thing is practice not talking to yourself. So Nirvikalpam Manakrutva means what? You stop talking to yourself. That is the real meaning of Mauna according to Bhagavad Gita. Mana prasada saumyatvam maunam atma vidigraha. The tapasya of the mind is stop talking to yourself. So now two things. Without much efforts, you are, without pulling through the prana shakti or compulsion or insistence, relax. 100% relaxation. And then you are in the cranium. Without any tension, without any sense of achieving something, or without any sense that I am doing meditation, no. Thereafter, stop talking to yourself. If you are sincerely abiding in these rules, you will say the following symptoms. First, your breathing will be extremely slow and shallow. Breathing will not be very strong and deep. Very slow and shallow. Relax. And second thing, there won't be a sense of achievement. Because the meditator or experiencer is not born. So, taya puryashu murdhantam bhangtva brukshepa setuna nirvikalpam manakrutva. So, we are now totally available in our cranium, and thereafter no more talking to others or to oneself. When this is practiced, then sarvordhve, one goes beyond the limits of the body. And then the experience is no more as a person practicing this, but as an experience which is just happening. It is happening to you now also. Only we have to recognize. At this moment, you are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, neither brother nor sister. You are fully awake, but there is nobody who is born. Now to make it deeper and deeper, the next dharana, ninth one tells us, Shikipakshaihi chitrarupaihi mandalaihi shunya panchakam dhyayato anuttare shunye pravesho hridaye bhavet. Paksha means the peacock feather. In the peacock feather, at the end there is eye. There is the eye, but the eye is not seeing. Eye is there, it's not seeing anything. This is the technique given. See, what is the technique? That Shunya Panchakam. There are 5 places through which knowledge is gathered. The 5 places are our 5 sense organs. Shunya Panchakam. Now, if the eyes are to see, what do they see? They see forms. They see colors. If the ears have to hear what the ears hear, they hear sounds, etc. Nose smells, gandha. Be very attentive. Are we really doing that? Our eyes are not seeing colors. They are classifying colors. Red, blue, green, yellow. They are not seeing forms. They are seeing tall, short, wide, black, yellow, green. So what is happening? We are adding specifications to the non-specific. Sound is non-specific, shabda. But to this shabda, we add specificities. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa. See? Then words are created. A, a, I, u, ka, ka, ga, ga. Then the words are put together. Then knowledge happens. So, Shabda is a non-specific. But we keep on adding something special to that. And the Shabda, the non-specific sound is lost. And we get lost in only the specificities. I talk only Gujarati. I will not talk Bengali. I will talk only Bengali. I will not talk Tamilian. See friends, in Shabda there is no problem. When the words or the Shabda, the sound, when the sounds become specific, then only the samsara begins. Like the waters, jala. What is the quality of the jala or the tanmatra? Tanmatra is rasa. Now the water doesn't have any taste. But without the water, no taste can happen. What we are lost is in the taste. And how funny it is. Our tongue, if you cut your tongue and put it in a scale and sit on the other side, you will see the weight of your tongue is 1 by thousands of your total body weight. And on that tongue, there are 9 different tastes. And out of that, one taste is enough to make us miserable. See friends, when it is said that Shunya Panchakam, yes, perceive all the objects, but don't get lost in any specificity. Similarly, mind, thoughts. Thoughts are thoughts. But then the thoughts are classified. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. And we get lost in that. So, like in the objective world, one should not give any importance to something special. Whatever is there is beautiful. Over. See? It's so simple. The other day, I gave something to somebody. One shawl. And he said, sorry, I don't take, I take only white. So I said, all right. Now there are 2 ways of my reactions. See, I gave him and he said, no, useless fellow. Second reaction is, he is my guru. How is my guru? More than the giver, the receiver is important. If there is no receiver, how can you give? This ability to get out of the specificities and come back to the non-specific. So, Like the sense organs, only 5 objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. But out of that 5, millions are created. The other day I was in some other country, probably China or somewhere, and there was one advertisement, 101 shades, and some kind of sticks were there. I asked that girl who was with me, hey, what is this here? I'm trying to understand, but I'm not able to understand. What is this? Because everything is written in Chinese. What exactly is this? Swamiji, you don't know anything. I said, yes, you tell me. These are the different shades of the lipstick. So, in that box, there are 102 shades of lipstick. So, red, more red, less red, red. How much specific? Therefore, Shunya Panchakaihi, the first step of meditation according to this will be, do not get lost in the specifics. Then, the worldly objects will not disturb us. Then you are with yourself. Second thing, we come to the mind. When we come to the mind, then again what is the mind? Mind will have thoughts. And thoughts are only 2 types. According to our classification, good and bad. So naturally, mind will have thoughts. So what is to be done? Be indifferent. Remaining indifferent is the highest spiritual practice of meditation. Learn to remain indifferent to everything in this world. See? Otherwise, you will get lost because you are creating your own grave. So slowly, Shunya Panchakaihi, we drop the objects, come to the sense organs. We drop the sense organs, come to the mind. Then we have to drop the mind. What is mind? Mind is supporting joy and sorrows. Joy and sorrows, both of them are experiences. But we give importance to one kind of experience and we reject the other kind of experience. No, both are there, very good. That is, mind is still functional, good. So we come out of that, we come to the intellect. See, friends, in this manner, slowly when we start migrating from the periphery to the center, so Shikhi Pakshaihi, Chitra Rupaihi, Mandalaihi, Shunya Panchakam, Dhyayataha. In this manner, you do your Dhyanabhyas. So, Anuttare Shunye Pravesho Hridaya Bhaved. Then you will ultimately enter this is the language of this Shastra, the Mahashunya. Mahashunya means there is zero possibility of objectivity. Mahashunya is not absence of objectivity. This eternal presence, where there is no sense of otherness. Be very attentive. What does it mean? There will be perception of the otherness, but the perception of otherness will not lead to a conclusion that there is someone other. Like when we are sitting or standing in front of the mirror, we see the reflection with the other than us. But that perception of otherness does not create that I am someone other than the reflection. In Upanishad, the same mantra comes. Yasmin sarvani bhutani atma eva abhut vijanataha tatra kam moha ka shokaha ekatva manupashyataha. When one is able to recognize that the whole world is nothing but my own expanse, how there can be any delusion or confusion or anger or frustration? Cannot be. Be attentive. Like I am one. So when function through the eyes, I become the seer. The same eye functions through the ear, I become the hearer. So is there any confusion? मैंने नहीं देखा था. And therefore you go and fall in the ditch. No. Because I know that I am alone expressing through all these conditionings. See, friends, this is the reason why we are attached to our children. Because what is our experience? I am expressing or I am extended as a child. But the same thing doesn't happen with the other child. Because he is not mine, separateness. But when a seeker comes to discover this whole world is nothing but an expansion of my own being. Because if I am not there, nothing exists. If I am not there, my wife cannot be. If I am not there, my business cannot be. If I am not there, my country cannot be. Everything is in this I. So the whole world is expansion of I. And then the experience is Yasmin sarvani bhutani atmannevanu pashyati sarva bhutastam atmanam na tato vijugupsate. The net result will be freedom from hatred for anything or anybody. What is the hatred? What we don't like, if that happens, we hate it. And what is the logic behind like and no logic behind likes and dislikes. Therefore, dhyayato anuttare shunne pravesho hrudaye bhaved. Then you come to abide in this absolute self. You are the substratum of everything in this world. Idrushena kramenaiva yatra kutrapi chintana shunne kudde pare patre swayam leena varaprada. Idrushena, in this way, meaning what way? Give zero value to anything special. Therefore, friends, please remember, spiritual practice is not to become someone extraordinary. We have to drop all the extra. Remain ordinary. You don't have to prove anything to anybody. Life becomes easy. But normally what happens, under the disguise of spirituality, we start becoming spiritual. Don't become spiritual. Be spiritual. There was a guru and a shishya, disciple. They were walking on the Ganges bank and evening time. So the guru naturally old and shishya naturally young. Therefore the shishya got tired. And then he said, Maharaj, how long we have to walk? See, Guru Maharaj said, okay, you're tired. No, I am not tired. Okay, I am tired. Relax. See, we have to prove something. Then let us stay here for the night. Tomorrow morning we'll go. Then now where to sleep? Oh, there is one machan in that field. I think I can go and sleep there. Yes, go and sleep. So there was something built on bamboos and a raised platform. So this disciple goes and sleeps. At the right time, the owner of that place comes with a lantern, with a candle, and he says, hey, who is here? So the disciple says, can't you see? Mahatma. Immediately he took a danda and gave him Mahatma. And poor fellow came down and had a very bad time. Next day Guru Maharaj said, Chalo beta, let's go. No Maharaj, I like this place very much. We'll stay here for one day. Okay, we'll stay one day. Evening. Now tonight you go and take rest there. He wanted to see what happens to Guru. So Guru Maharaj went there, and he being really a Mahatma, he did not become Mahatma, he was a Mahatma. So he went and sat and doing Bhagwan Bhajan. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Again, that owner came. Oh God, today who is sitting over here? He saw with that thing. But his Mahatma didn't say a word. He kept quiet. And he saw, oh, Mahatmaji. Bhagavan, what great fortune I have got, you have come here. Then milk and rabdi and nice fruits and all that. Maharaj, you must be tired, seva. And next day he got down and let's go. Now the disciple is worried. How was it? Oh, it was so nice. He gave me milk and fruits and all that. You also must have got the same thing because the same man. No. Then the Guru Maharaj is told, I got kicks. Why this happened? Then Guru Maharaj said, when he came, he must have said something. What did you talk? Yes, he came and who are you? I told him, I am Mahatma. He said, this is the mistake you have done. Don't become a Mahatma. Remain ordinary. The whole life will change, friends. We are leading a hypocritic life and therefore we suffer because of that. If we want to know the quality of our own mind, when you are all by yourself in your room, there is no CCTV watching you. That time, see what goes on in your mind. That is what you are the real one. In the public, goody goody. I get up on useless. To whom are we cheating? We cheat ourselves the most. We don't cheat anybody. It's because we want to become something, we want to show something, I am holier than thou. See, friends, therefore, Avadhut Mahatmas, they don't care for the world, they don't have to prove anything to anybody. So here, idrushena kramena, with this technique, yatra kutrapi chintana, wherever you are, there, what should be the theme of your mind? Shunye. Shunye means make absence as an object of your contemplation. So what is the word? What is name and form? So what is the absence of the name, absence of the sound? Make that as an object of your awareness. Meaning, two things. First, listen to silence. And second, don't produce words. Meaning, don't talk to yourself. These two things simultaneously. Not talking to yourself and listening to the silence. Silence cannot be heard, therefore, the hearer or the listener of the silence is not born. So, what is this experience? Experience of silence without the experiencer and the silence. Now, how do we practice this? This is practiced by remaining absolutely indifferent to any sound, any word. Without going to sleep. The difference between deep sleep and dhyana is only this much. Both the experiences are same. But in case of deep sleep, you do not know, you are not aware of it. In dhyana, you are aware of it. This is what Bhagavan says in Gita, Yanisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami. Yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. Pashyato munehe, he who is awakened, for him this world of relative existence, although appearing, is not taken real at all. And the substratum, which is not even perceived, is recognized as the reality. To that he is awakened. And the ignorant person is awakened to this relative world as real, and the substratum supporting that is totally forgotten. See? Therefore, sounds we hear, silence we know. Therefore, who am I? I am beyond this mutual duality of presence and absence of sound. This is what Bhagavan says in Bhagavad Gita, Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosya na priya. Udasina vadasinam asaktam teshu karmasu. I am absolutely udasina. Udasina doesn't mean frustrated, it's a technical word. Udasina means udasinaha, rising above all the relative experience of duality. See, friends, this can happen only through wisdom. Like day, night, sound, silence, tall, short, black, white, rich, poor, health, disease. This is how the world is made up of. But if we insist, there should be only health, not possible. If you insist, there should be only silence, not possible. There should be only peace, not possible. There should be only health, riches, not possible. Are we not practicing this? We accept both day and night. They are opposed to each other. But we accept them. How do we accept? We adapt ourselves. We are not opposed to day or night, but we adapt ourselves to the given situation. Exactly the same way. Accept the world as it is. You are slowly rising above the specifics to the non-specifics. See, my friends, therefore, idrushena kramena yatra kutra vichintana shunye. Then, kudde. Kudde means stand in front of a wall where there is nothing to see. Meaning, eyes are open because there is nothing to see. The seeing is happening because there is nothing to see. There is no seer born. Now, the same experiment you can do when you are at home. In your room, absolute darkness, whether you are in a chair or asana or in a bed, doesn't matter. Absolute darkness, keep your eyes open and try to understand that experience, because eyes can see only darkness or eyes can see only light. Of course, eyes can see only light. But are you not experiencing the darkness? Yes. Therefore, seeing is happening because eyes are seeing, but darkness cannot be seen. Therefore, seer is not born. Then who are you? Seeing without a seer and the seen. This is a common experience. Knowledge without the knower and the known. Experience without the experiencer and experienced. The joy without enjoyer and enjoyed. This is what is meant. Shunya kude pare patre, take a support of some great masters for whom you have got tremendous respect and reverence. When we have something, someone for whom we have got highest respect and reverence, your mind dissolves in consciousness. But I don't have any respect, then you suffer. We have to find out an altar in our life wherein no questions are asked and we surrender 100%. See, friends. Because ultimately the mind is reacting constantly. But there is one place wherein maybe God or any place or any action where no questions. See? This particular thing I learned from one Amma. One day she came in Bombay. Swamiji, I have got a lot of questions. Please give me some time. I said, look here, I am going for a lecture. Sit in the car. On the way you can ask me. So we are going about half an hour drive. Not a single question. I said, what happened? This is the problem with you. I said, what happened? I had so many questions, but when I came here, I forget everything. I said, this is because you have tremendous love and respect for me, therefore. The moment you go away from me, again comes out. Therefore, discover an altar in your own life, whichever way is possible. The moment you are disturbed, think of him, that altar. In US, there is one lady. She has tried a lot. Very well-read software engineer, very intelligent. She did this Vedanta course for quite some time, 5, 6, 7 years, got frustrated. Then she went to so many organizations, got frustrated. And finally she heard on YouTube. And then she came for the talk for the first time. Then she was driving me. She said, Swamiji, I do not know anything, but this much I know. Now I am at peace. So please explain me what happened. I said, the moment I will explain, peace will go, pieces will come. Then I told her, I said, Mama, nothing is done by you, it's only because you have got tremendous respect and reverence that is helping you. Be attentive. When I have respect and reverence for somebody or something, that body is not benefited. It is the person who has respect and reverence, he or she is benefited. This is what is meant here. Shunya kude pare patre. But if we have only doubt, confusion, frustration, you can never attain peace within. Swayam Leela Varaprada. Then all our confusion, doubts, mind, agitations, Leela, they dissolve. And the relativity disappears and the absolute surfaces. See? Like when the wave surrenders to the ocean, the wave disappears, ocean remains. When the ocean surrenders to the water, water remains, ocean disappears. in the same manner. We have to disappear so that He can express. That is the principle we are telling you. Don't struggle for God realization. Let Him express through you. He can express through us only if we vacate. If I want some of you to come and sit in this chair, what is the first requirement? I should vacate. Similarly, we have to vacate ourselves. That vacating ourselves is called as surrender. Surrender. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.